Okay, hi all my friends. My very good friend AM let me know earlier today that chapter 18, the last two verses that I missed, and chapter 19 did not get, was only 18 seconds or something, and I'm like, what? So let me try to do this again. I thought I had it saved, but I delete my videos so that I have more space for my data. Anyway, so chapter 18, 29 and 30, Saul was yet more afraid of David, and Saul became David's enemy continually. And then the princes of the Philistines went forth, and it came to pass that after they went forth, that David behaved himself more wisely than all the servants of Saul, so that his name was much set by it. So he was known as wise. Chapter 19, and do remember to pray before you listen to God's word. Okay. Jonathan discloses his father's purpose to kill David. He persuades his father to a reconciliation. Saul's malicious rage breaks out against David. David flees to Samuel. Saul prophesies. And Saul spoke to Jonathan, his son, and to all. Wait, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, nevertheless, Saul spoke not anything that day, though something had befallen him. He is not clean, surely he is not clean. And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the second day of the month, that David's place was empty, and Saul said unto Jonathan his son, Wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse to meet neither yesterday nor today? And Jonathan answered Saul, David earnestly asked the leave of me to go to Bethlehem. And he said, Let me go, I pray thee. Our family has a sacrifice in the city. My brother has commanded me to be there, and now I have found favor in your eyes. Let me get away, I pray thee, to see my brethren. Therefore he cometh not unto the king's table. And then Saul's anger was kindled against Jonathan, and he said unto him, Thou son of a perverse rebellious woman, do not I know that thou hast chosen the son of Jesse to thine own confusion and unto the confusion of thy mother's nakedness? Isn't it always like to blame the mother? She had nothing to do with it. Oh boy. Okay, so for as long as the son of Jesse liveth upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. Wherefore now send and fetch him unto me, for he shall surely die. And Jonathan answered Saul his father, and said unto him, Wherefore shall he be slain? What has he done? And Saul cast a javelin at him to smite him, whereby Jonathan knew that it was determined of the father to slay David. So Jonathan arose from the table in fierce anger, and did eat no meat the second day of the month. For he was grieved for David, because his father had done him shame. And it came to pass in the morning that Jonathan went out to the field at the time appointed with David, and a little lad with him, and said unto the lad, Run, find out now the arrows which I shoot. And the lad ran, and he shot an arrow beyond him. And when the lad came to the place of the arrow which Jonathan had shot, Jonathan cried after the lad and said, Is not the arrow beyond thee? And Jonathan cried after the lad, Make speed, haste, stay not. And Jonathan's lad gathered up the arrows and came to his master. But the lad knew not of anything that Jonathan and David knew of the matter. Jonathan gave his arrows unto the lad and said to him, Go carry them to the city. And as soon as the lad was gone, David rose out of a place toward the south and fell on his face to the ground and bowed himself 3 times, and they kissed one another and wept one with the other until David exceeded. And Jonathan said to David, Go in peace, for as much as we have sworn both of us in the name of the Lord, saying that the Lord is between me and thee, and between my seed and thy seed forever. And he arose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city. So that is chapter 20. Okay, so we should be caught up to date, I believe. Just in case, let me read 21 again, if I have time. Okay. Then came David to Nob to Elimelech the priest, and Elimelech was afraid at the meeting of David, and said unto him, Why art thou alone, and no man with thee? And David said to Ahimelech the priest, The king has commanded me a business, and hath said unto me, Let no man know anything of the business whereabout I send thee, that I have commanded thee, and I have appointed my servant to such and such a place. Now therefore, what is under thine hand? Give me 5 loaves of bread in mine hand, or what there is present. And the priest answered David and said, There is no common bread under mine hand, but there is hollowed bread, if the young men have kept themselves at least from women. And David answered the priest and said unto him, Of the truth women have been kept from us about 3 days since I came out, and the vestures of the young men are holy, and the bread is in a manner common, yea, though it were sanctified that day in the vessel. So the priest gave him hallowed bread, or actually what's called showbread. And for there was no bread there but the showbread, and there was taken from before the Lord to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. Now a certain man of the servants of Saul was there that day, and detained before the Lord, and his name was Doeg, and an Edomite, the chiefest of the herdsmen that belonged to Saul. And David said unto Ahimelech, There is not here under thine hand spear or sword, for I have neither brought my sword and my weapons with me, because the king's business required haste. And the priest said, The sword of Goliath, the Philistine whom thou slewest in the Elab, behold, it's here wrapped in cloth behind the ephod. If thou wilt take that, take it, for there is no other save that here. David said, And there is none like that, give it to me. And David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, the king of Gath. And the servants of Achish said to him, Is it not David, the king of the land? Did they not sing to another of him in dances, saying, Saul has slayed his thousands, and David has slayed his 10,000s? And David laid up these words in his heart, and was sore afraid of Achish, the king of Gath. And he changed his behavior before them, and feigned himself mad in their hands, and scrambled on the doors of the gate, and let spittle fall from his beard. So he's looking like he's really crazy. And then Achish unto his servants, Lo, ye see the man, he's mad, therefore then why have you brought him to me? I have need of a madman, that ye have brought this fellow to play the madman to my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house? Okay, so that's the end of 21. So David has a little actor in him. All right, well, I hope that catches us up. And again, thanks to AM. My prayers go out to her. If you would keep her in prayer for health reasons, that she will become more healthy and have whatever is bothering her be removed from her if it's God's will. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Leave me comments, thumbs up, share, like, all that good stuff. All right, bye-bye.